Hello, Clarice. This is Hannibal Lector. I wanted you to know that when I'm thinking about eating your upper thigh with some black-eyed peas and a nice tossed salad, or how the scent of your hair smells of an amber breeze, I listen to What the Fudge Podcast. Maybe I can listen to What the Fudge Podcast and enjoy you as a meal. Quid pro quo, Clarice. Quid pro quo. Siceman, why are you rushing me out of the studio? What's going on?
What's goody? What's goody? Welcome to What the Fudge. Hey man, what the fudge? What the fudge? Welcome to What the Fudge Podcast. This is episode number 4. And thank you for the intro, Mr. Hannibal Lector. But there's no way that we could let you stay because homeboy was just looking like he was like he wanted to eat or something. And I ain't the kind of dark meat he gonna be eating. That's not going down that way. Homie.
You already know I'm vegetarian/vegan, so.
Hey, so I already know, man. Well, you shouldn't be worried. He ain't gonna want you no way anyway. You you gonna be the vegetable dish and I'll be the meat dish or something. Pause.
I'm no dish. How about that? I'm gonna dish Hannibal if he thinks about making me a dish.
Well, check this out. I'm your host, Siceman. This is the co-host, Jones. My week was pretty good. There's a lot of things that happened in the news. I think a lot of things that was happening on Instagram.
Indeed.
How was your week, Jones? How did everything go for you, man?
Oh man, I had a great week. I got laid off.
Wait a minute. That can be a good and a bad thing. Let me know why that's a good thing real quick.
Well, it's a good thing because it makes room for something new.
Exactly.
It's a bad thing because sometimes you can't see where you're going.
Hey, sometimes you need that money, man, and they try to cut that money
They
off.
didn't try. They did. I got cut like a pair of scissors.
That don't mean that when the one door shut,
like
another
a paper
door opens, brother.
Getting cut by a pair of scissors.
Speaking of that, let's go ahead and hop into our first segment of the show. It's going to be the news. And what we're going to talk about real quick, we're going to hit a couple subjects, which is the high school shooting out in Kentucky. That was pretty crazy. Here's another shooting once again in a high school.
Goodness.
There was 2 dead, 18 injured. It was a 15-year-old male. Of course, because he's a minor, they're not going to, disclose his identity or anything like that.
Why not?
The boy wasn't...
He disclosed their identities.
Man, he went a little crazy. They took him into custody, of course, and then... for me, I guess the question for me, not encouraging for them to, shoot little boys or anything like that, but I would say that my thing is, it's amazing how they can take these kids that shoot these schools that don't kill themselves into custody, but yet unarmed black people and Hispanic people and even Caucasian people are getting killed in regular roadside pullovers, and they're not even posing no kind of threat. But here, this person's already shot up a whole school, and they want to take caution to make sure they take them into custody. Man, how do you feel, John?
Such is the great balance of life, sarcastically said.
What you mean by that?
Well, man, you already know at a standpoint of being a black male in America, or melanatic being, or however you want to look at it, African American, there's always going to be something set aside for us that's going to be a little bit harder as we go through, and so that doesn't shock me at all.
Okay,
I'm not shocked.
For me, I think they really need to, as far as these schools, especially in these rural areas where these kids are, these hick areas, and I got country family, so there's no disrespect to the country folk at all, but for these areas where it's people with 2 teeth talking, and it's a small town where everybody know everybody, they need to definitely watch the bullying. They need to pay more attention in the schools. To me, they need to up the security. Mm-hmm. And I really don't see a reason why this is still happening. Of course, kids are still getting guns, and it's just sickening that this is still happening.
Well, it's a taught
kids
nature.
Need to go get help, man.
It's definitely a taught nature. You know what I mean?
What do you
it's
mean
a
by
learned,
that? Like
a learned behavior.
Parents?
Yeah, most likely.
Is it because you're talking about society and how
they've
already seen people in society do it before, so they got the model and they have everything they need to do. They got the blueprint.
Yes, exactly, bro. The duality of it. It's society.
Right.
And it's the way he was brought up, you know? And I mean, looking at an angle in white and black, yeah, I see those. I see that what you're looking at. Mm-hmm. And definitely, most definitely. But looking at it in the angle of, well, let's just look at him as an individual and like, okay, this guy is mentally messed up.
Pretty much that just lets me know, we're going to end that. Pretty much what lets me know is I need to go invest in bulletproof vests for my daughters. Here I go flowing again.
Best to vest in bulletproof vests. You don't want to get laid out.
I ain't even try to play, bro. But look, I'm going to be sending my girls in pink vests to school from now on.
Waterproof, bulletproof vest.
Believe we about to go target practice. And let's hop into the next topic in this segment, which is Larry Nassar. Now, I'm probably saying his name wrong. It don't really matter how I'm
Larry,
saying his name.
Nassar.
Don't matter how I'm saying his name.
Say it how you say it.
Got charged with 40 to 175 years, 7 counts of sexual misconduct of over 160 athletes.
What did he do?
This dude was a USA Olympic team gymnastics coach that was molesting these poor little girls.
Wow.
Now, the way he looks...
The parents didn't know?
He looks like a cross between Mr. Bean and a possum. So anybody that would leave their kid in the custody of a Mr. Bean possum face, you definitely you messing up right there. That's something you already setting up. But on a serious note,
right?
Because that ain't nothing to joke around about,
right?
There's like this dude.
He could be handsome. He could be handsome.
This dude is sick, man. I hope that when he goes to prison, of course he's not ever getting out of prison ever. The dude looks like he already in his 50s or 60s or something. I hope that
where is the parents at?
His mouth and butthole get no rest.
Wow.
I hope it's constantly invaded on a daily basis.
Wow.
How do you feel on this, Joe?
Hey. I guess I don't feel like you because you already felt that slide.
Paul,
I guess I got
somebody's going to be feeling his slide. Both slides every night, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you know what? I just want justice to be served. Mm-hmm. And my mind goes to, what about the parents? The children didn't say nothing to the parents at home?
Well, you know, for little girls, that's something
come on, man.
Uncomfortable for them to come to their parents about.
Precise. A difference in nature when your children come home.
Yeah. You're going to notice that. If you're paying attention to your kids, if you're in tune to your kids, you're going to notice something's definitely off. You're going to notice something's wrong, and that's only if you're in tune with your kids.
You know what? You got a point. And a lot of parents aren't. They just send them to school. They just send them to gymnastics. Trust the coach.
So the moral
trust
of the
teacher.
Is check this out. Talk to your kids
and trust no one.
Stop trusting them with these people that pose as help and stuff like that, man. Make sure you get to know, be active, go to PTA meetings.
Homeschool sounding real good nowadays.
Stick around for a couple of the sessions. Make sure you're paying attention. If he look like he helping this one girl with a stretch a little too much,
he doing too much overstretching.
Too much overstretching. You might want to interject it.
Yeah, too much grip, stretch,
let's go
flipping.
ahead and go to our next segment, which is dropping game. We want to go ahead now. We did go back. A lot of people didn't really respond on Instagram. I don't know what the heck y'all was doing. I'm gonna start invading y'all houses in a second, making sure y'all listening to the podcast.
Man, that sounds crazy. But you really would do that too.
But look, man, check this out. We want to talk. We was
I have
asking
a
you
feeling
guys
that's
about
gonna be done.
First dates. We was asking you guys what females expect for first dates. Now I went ahead and I asked. I got kind of like a survey.
Okay.
Tell me what kind of feedback you got, Jones.
Well, okay, the feedback that I did get, dang, you made me cough. I had a real good freaking point. The feedback that I got was just, the normal. make sure he's a gentleman. Don't be whatever buzzed and just be nice. You know what I mean? So I can be, so you can, so the man could be understood. Be presentable.
Right. I got
one thing real quick. Pay. Don't be afraid to pay. Even if your circumstances aren't such a, that's kind of what I got.
That was something that's common because I asked a variety, a kind of a different age range. I asked my niece, she's in her early 20s. I asked my wife to ask a couple of her friends, which are in our age range. That's early 30s. I asked my sister, she's in her late 30s.
I'm interested. What did they say?
I asked a person that's in their 50s, in their late 50s.
Okay.
All of the women's consensus pretty much is the same thing, fellas. And y'all better get y'all game straight, get y'all stuff right, man. Get your paper right.
Nowadays, do dudes even date?
They want you to pay.
Do dudes date nowadays,
for
bro?
one, man, dudes are scared to even talk. For two, they want to have a conversation. They don't want you on your phone. They want to get to know you. They don't want to get to know the version of you that's a front that got the, that's going to act a little funny and do a little showing out and all of that. They want to get to know the real you. They also said they want you to smell good, look nice. That's highly important. And not to try to make no sexual advances. I know you guys are kind of idiots when it comes to that. You like to rush and you might shoot some signs real quick and that'll throw them off a little bit. But
the more you wait, the better.
It's better to wait, man.
There are circumstances. There are circumstances.
What kind of circumstances are you talking about, Joe?
When the guy really likes the girl and the girl really likes the guy, and
you're talking about a one night stand.
They rush from dinner and they do the do.
About a one night stand, Joe.
Yeah, kind of. But it's not necessarily a one night stand. You know what I mean? This could just be two people that just the chemistry just wow. And I'm not saying that you gotta really, it's good to fight it.
Yeah,
fight it. If you're a dude, just fight it. Fight it and don't do it. And just look like that. Just look that way. That away.
So the consensus is make sure you pay, make sure you talk, look nice, and they expect good conversation and don't expect anything at the end of the date, guys.
Well, try to avoid the one night stand.
That's the best thing because that's a lot of headache. I wouldn't know anything about it. From what I was told, like I said, that's a lot of headache and you don't want the drama. So we're going to go ahead and go into this first commercial for you guys. It's a great speech therapy commercial that we have. It's What the Fudge speech therapy services that we're offering now. It's a little scary at first.
I heard it's a little different.
But it's great. So go ahead and check it out. Alright, homie. Now I'm going to introduce you to my connect. You've been asking me for a few months now, like, you know what I'm saying, if I could put you on, but I've been watching you and you've been putting a lot of work out in these streets. You building a real good name up for yourself.
Thank you, big homie. This is what I'm best at. Hustling. I'm just trying to move into bigger things. Get that real money, like you.
Yeah, but look, man, you got to be ready for this real boss level ish, man. A lot of people don't really last at this level, bro. Now, my connect, this nigga is crazy. Make sure you look him in the eyes and don't make any sudden movements around him, bro. Now, I done vouched for you, alright?
Yeah, I heard about him, homie. He a zero tolerance type nigga. I heard he melted a watch onto this guy's wrist just to make sure he wasn't late with his payment. And I also heard he punched a dude's teeth out, all over his teeth, just for laughing at him.
Young, all of the stories are true about him, bro. And I know because I was there for half of them, young. Look, when we go in there, whatever you do not laugh at him, bro. Ever. No matter how funny he talks, don't laugh.
What you mean, talk?
Is this young kid making that Money. I heard you had the streets on.
Yeah, they call me JM.
What's so funny, man?
Nothing, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, see. Now I was gonna sell you these 16 these 16 bricks, but now you gotta die. Tired of digging holes for bodies? Do your employees keep laughing at your speech impediments? What the fudge speech therapy? Classes to help you run your drug empire so you can rule the streets and not be taken as a joke. Wow. And we're back from that from that commercial break right there. That boss right there wasn't no joke,
bro.
I wouldn't have been laughing at all at none of the stuff even though he was hitting them notes when he was stuttering a little bit. He was kind of like sound like he could sing a little bit. I don't know.
You know, you gotta really know how to keep you gotta really be a person with who knows how to keep their cool, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been around some real stutterers that will look you dead in your eye while they're stuttering, and you can't do no laughing.
Right. And now don't take any offense when we do these skits. These aren't aimed at any people. We don't want no drama from nobody. These are all jokes. The stuff
it's all love.
We think about while I combine these thoughts when I'm sitting there doing stuff. So
the creative sites, man.
It's crazy, man. Let's go to the next segment, which is the best topic and the topic I love the most, which is what the fudge. Hey, man, what the fudge?
What the fudge?
What the fudge, man. All right, check it out. So the number one topic. Let's take a quick moment of silence for a second. There's no better number one topic. I have been silent this whole season. The Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
Wow. I can't
Eagles.
believe it.
Now, when I say the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, y'all, we've been waiting for this since 2005.
Congrats to the Eagles. Big ups to the Eagles.
Second time since I've been alive that they've been to the Super Bowl. I've been a fan since about, I would say, either 99
Oh, you're an Eagles fan?
2000. I became a fan back when McNabb. When
wait. You sounding like, are you jumping on the bandwagon right now?
Yeah, Westbrook. I'm talking about. This is all before we got Donovan.
Who's
McNabb.
your main team?
This is all. It's been the Eagles, and it's always gonna be the Eagles. There's been no bandwagon. The people that have played me in Madden know that I have lost horribly to them with the Eagles. I ain't even gonna front like I'm a beast.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit of a fan. I'm like a 10% fan of the Eagles. I used to love when McNabb played for them.
When McNabb was playing, he was a
and he was dope, bro.
Dope on them, bro.
And I love McNabb.
But check it out. Now the Patriots is who we playing. February something. But first,
some sharp
y'all know
shooters.
what it is. No, some sharp cheaters. This
is
what we talking about. Some elite.
You know what? We agree on that, bro.
Cheaters. Now, if
I love the way they
Tom
cheat.
Brady doesn't have his pre-Super Bowl
deflatulated footballs
party. No, I'm talking about his pre-Super Bowl dinner party with the refs invite only.
Oh yeah, the $100,000 check sitting at every table for the refs.
At every invite, you get a little $100,000 check. So,
and you get a special glove that got pins in it that puts microscopic holes in the football so it can deflate the ball.
So check it out, man. I'm going to be talking about the Eagles every time we get into this topic. That's what the fudge, because I was not expecting that. I think when I don't watch my team, they do really, really good. I only watched them a couple times when they was playing them Cowgirls. I mean Cowboys, my bad. I be saying the name of the team wrong, but
hey,
I'm ready for it.
I have no problem with
excited.
the cowgirls.
We're going to talk about this every time. Let's go into the next topic of What the Fudge, which is... Now, y'all know, on this, Jones, you know me, man. You know Sice. The one thing I do is I promote on Netflix so hard on this because I love Netflix.
I love Netflix too.
Y'all know this week.
I'm subscribed.
A comedian. What did she say? The most decorated comedian, Monique says she wants you guys to boycott Netflix.
Never.
Bro, what is she smoking, sipping, and drinking on out there in Baltimore, y'all? Look, like, check this out. I'm gonna hop into Monique real quick.
Hey, big ups to Monique, but you're tripping on this one, girl.
Not even big ups to Monique, bro. I ain't even, that's because we got beef, homie. So it ain't even a big ups to her, homie, right now, for real. Check it out. Monique ain't had no funny stand-up special. I can't name one. Dave Chappelle, you can name a few. Who else did she name? Chris Rock, you can name a few.
She's a good comedic actor.
Amy Schumer,
actress.
To me, her show was funny, even though it was Dave Chappelle's
I like
formula.
Monique. I like her for the stuff she's been in.
I can't stand her for the. All she got is her claim to fame is the Parkers, bro, which is way back in the late mid '90s that I didn't even really watch.
You gotta give it up
that.
though. Monique is Monique.
Give it up for what, bro? She ain't did nothing. The stand up that she has
Netflix.
on Netflix. Check it out. This is why Netflix offered her. I'm gonna give y'all the scoop. The reason they offered her $500,000 is because they lost money when they put up her stand up. I think, and this lets you know I don't even know what it's really called. I think it's called I Could Have Been Your Cellmate. I might be right, and that's because I'm on Netflix so heavy. I didn't even watch it. I think they lost money on putting it up there, so they was like, look, we gonna give you this much so we can make this much back, and hopefully somebody... Ain't nobody checking for Monique Netflix, bro. Are you checking for one, Jones?
I'm not gonna lie, I do a lot of YouTubing and a lot of Netflixing, and I haven't looked up one Monique video or anything in a while.
Bro, like, tell me your thoughts on this whole Monique brand. Let me, because I'll
Go ahead.
You tell me your thoughts on Monique and hating on Netflix.
Monique, please don't make it harder for us just because you got some millions already. That's my thought.
500,000 right now to me and my financial status, that sounds like a great amount of money for a stand-up. I know it's a lot of artists, and she threw in Tiffany Haddish. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Tiffany Haddish took a huge pay cut when she did Girls Trip. But look at her now. Mm-hmm. Look at what she's doing now. If she would have, if Netflix came to her with a approach, it wouldn't be no 500,000. They come to her with $1 million or more, bro.
No, Netflix is popping.
They doing this. It's like Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club. It's based on what you doing now, man. It's not. And if you do want to do a resume check, your resume check for me don't even check out Monique. So it's like, go chill. Ain't nobody
she got her work,
Netflix.
But
we can afford Netflix. Obviously, you ain't tripping off of it. You can afford cable, so
just don't make it harder for us, please. It's already hard enough. We need all the avenues we can get.
We're gonna get out of thumbs down.
All the hog
We don't
malls.
get nothing to thumbs down on What
all
the Fudge
the
Podcast. But your host today, Sice Man. And I'm going to throw in co-host Jones, even if he don't agree. Now we give you a thumbs down.
Agree with both of my thumbs all the way down.
All the way down. Check it out. Now we're going to go into the Instagram Comedian of the Week. Last week was at Clarity, KLA.
Shout out.
RITY.
Shout
Follow
out.
him. Everything I put up, I think it got over like 70 views or something like that. To me,
Dope.
that's a lot because
Hey
I only
man,
got
we
like
kicking.
100
We
something
kicking.
followers.
We
so
starting to swim, man. We just learning how to swim.
that's pretty funny to me. Everything I put up, that brother is really funny. Like I said, I'll be excited when he finally get into some movie roles and stuff like that. I love how these Instagram comedians are sticking together.
It's a lot of humor out here,
putting
man.
each other on. Like I said, man, this is a generation where you get to
Everybody
see how
wants
goofy
the money,
everybody is.
and I want to get some money. You want some money,
Hey,
so let's
you
just
know I'm
stick
crazy,
together.
bro.
You feel me?
Check
Like
it
why?
We gonna do
no
it all
room for the
together,
beef.
man. We gonna do it all together. No room for the beef, Frank Charles.
If it's
y'all.
beef, is created
Frank
to get
Charles,
more
Charles.
money.
All right, check it out. Instagram Comedian of the Week is, we got to get that drum roll. Redo Brown. At Redo Brown. I'm going to spell that out for y'all. ReeDoBrown. It's Redo Brown. Everything I put up about this dude is going to be hilarious. Homeboy,
shout out, bro.
Crazy. You done seen him. I think he hosted the Chris Brown tour. Chris Brown went on tour last year. He was kind of hosting it, and he had everybody laughing. You seen him on Wild 'N Out. Like I said, check the Instagram at WhatTheFudgePodcast. If you know by now, you following. You can follow me at WhatTheFudgePodcast. Where can they follow you at, Jones?
Charismatic_Jones or Charismatic_Humor.
Okay.
I'm putting up original material. That's why I'm like, it's nothing up right now, but it's going to be some good content there.
Content, putting it up. I think I seen the clip of you shaking your butt.
Hey man, I'm just learning how to put these videos up, but I got some great homemade videos.
We about to start putting up some crazy stuff, man. I be coming up with some crazy skits. He be coming up with some crazy skits. Like I said, check it out this week. It's just we be having a lot going on in our lives. Like you said, homie lost his job, but that ain't no fallback. That's a
definitely
game, you feel me?
You got to get to the point to where you feel good about losing things.
Right.
As things fall away,
right,
you have to look at it like, you know what? That's a good sign.
You losing stuff to
if
make
you lose
room
your girl,
for more
if you
blessings.
lose your job, you lose a loved one.
Right.
God is having people fall away and things fall away out of your life for a reason.
And that's what we talking about on here. So let's go ahead and go into the next commercial. Now I know a lot of you people are using Uber and Lyft, so I really want y'all to pay attention to this commercial, because you never know who you riding with. Hey, are you Tony? Headed to the airport?
Yeah, that's me. Must mean that you're Jason. Love the green coat. And the Eagles hat is fire, homie. I'm kind of in a rush, running late for this flight.
Sure, not a problem. You're my last ride for the night.
Cool. Uber, Lyft. I love these car services way more than taxis. You guys are driving them out of business, am I right?
Oh, yeah. It's a great job. You get to meet all kinds of new specimens.
Right. I mean, do they even do a background check on you guys? Anybody with car insurance can do this. No real search into the driver, who the driver is. Just, you want to be a driver? Sign up. And the pay, I'm sure, is better than regular taxi guys.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. The process is quite simple. You get all kinds of new collections.
Right. Can you just turn the radio up? I want to catch the news before I get to the airport.
This just in. We found another unidentified body in a suitcase by the airport. It appears to be the work of the Grove Street killer. We want the community to be aware and stay alert. We finally have an eyewitness and a description of the suspect. Reports say that his last name is Voorhees, and all we have for a first name is Jay. This is a male, wears a green jacket, very fashionable, and a green Eagles hat, and poses as a car service driver. He is armed and extremely dangerous. We also have word that he uses the victim's phone to give himself a 4-star rating so that he can continue posing as a driver. This is Bob Butterscotch, signing off.
Can I use your phone?
What the Fudge Car Service? We check out our drivers, so you don't check out of living.
And we back from that commercial, yo.
You definitely don't know who you're driving with.
I'm sure everybody nowadays is gonna be checking their Uber driver. They gonna be trying to figure out, background checks. They gonna be doing everything they can to make sure that their driver is who they is, and don't let them people use your phone. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. I used Uber once and I used Lyft once, and it was a female one time and it was a male the other time, and I couldn't help but think, who are these people? So, naturally I created dialogue.
I've never even used it yet. I know my brother does it. My wife used it once.
Big advice, create dialogue.
We'll see, man. But check it out. We're going to go ahead and go into the next topic, which is hip hop and R&B reviews. Now, the main topic I would say for me, y'all heard me last week bigging up the Migos.
Shout out Migos.
I think it was
Migos.
last night or the night before. I can't really keep up. Like I said, I don't sleep. So, they dropped the Culture 2 album. They dropping it at the beginning of the year. A lot of people trying to drop stuff at the beginning of the year. To me, they just trying to get the year started off right to where people is paying attention and they controlling kind of like the music game and the club scene. So,
but don't go too fast.
To me, I love the Migos. Like I said, this is one of the greatest groups, and even after this album, I still think they're gonna drop bangers. But to me, this album wasn't really too popping. I sat and listened to it today while I was at work. I mean, like the Culture, the first one, to me, every single song on there was a banger all the way from the intro. For this one, it was like kind of in between. I like the freestyle they had on there. You could tell they was in there freestyling at a radio station. I don't know where they was, but that was tight. The slow song I couldn't really feel. I mean, like I said, I'm still a Migos fan. That don't mean I ain't gonna support them. Like I said, it's just this album to me was a little rushed, and I'm not really gonna be knocking this one. How about you, Jones? Have you took time to listen to it?
Not yet, but I will have reviews on it for those of you who missed this week, because I will have some reviews on it next week.
Okay.
But I do have an opinion, and my opinion is Migos. Create a Prince slash like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson mystique.
Like Prince with them
mystique about yourself. Don't be all in the limelight all the time.
Yeah, you saying pretty much don't
give yourself
flood the
space
market.
Like Andre 3000 does.
Pretty much don't flood the market.
Exactly.
Alright, so check it out. Another person that released another new song, and we think he's getting ready to release another album, which is the next topic. Drake. Everybody knows we've been waiting for a new Drake song. To me, I listened to it, God's Plan. It broke. When he released it, it broke, I think it was Apple or iTunes, one of the two. But it broke the record for most streams in a day, man. So, of course, we already knew he kind of works with Apple, so that's most expected. They're going to push and plug and let him break records and stuff like that. But the song is tight, bro. I love the song. It got a little catchy phrase everybody going to be talking. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I play Atari, but everybody's going to end up liking it. We already know we're going to hear it in the club all the way. He's getting ready to come with more. I think he just dropped the EP with that song and another song. I haven't heard the other one yet. I'm going to check that out. Have you heard this song? And let me know what you think on this.
I thought
Brother Jones.
I sort of wanted another like kicker from Drake. You know what I mean? I wanted another knocker.
You don't think it was a knocker?
This is one of them songs that he makes you listen to what he has to say.
Right. So what you trying to say? Like you gotta listen to the lyrics and you ain't really feeling the beat?
Well, before I can say I don't like it, I gotta listen to it. Listen to how he says. Listen to what he's saying.
Right.
And what type of mood and energy the song is in. You know, I'm looking for sort of a knocker, maybe because I'm on Migos kick right now.
Okay. Well, I feel you on that, bro. Let's go ahead and go into pretty much go listen to it. You know, you can listen to it on YouTube or whatever. They banging it on the radio, I'm sure, in every area that you in. Next topic, another new
Drake.
song. It was like a lot of new songs being released this week. I love music, man. I love hip hop. So this was beautiful for me. This was a great week, and that's why I saved this for the last, because this was the best one to me. Lil Wayne and a Joel Santana new Bloody Mary song, where they done sped up the Hail Mary beat from the Tupac song. And Joel Santana starts it off. Now, obviously his mic and his music and everything wasn't mastered, but it doesn't matter because the bars was there. This dude killed it in that little Fisher Price mic, that My First mic, whatever he was using. He was spitting so much hot flows that it sounded distorted and all of that. And this is the Wayne I've been waiting for since the Carter 1, 2, and 3, because that's who it sounds like.
People want Wayne back. They want the old Wayne.
There's no auto-tune. There's no little goofy talk about syrup. He does talk about syrup, but that's not what his focus is. He's just spitting bars to where it's back to back This is the Wayne I think we've been waiting for. This is the Wayne that I think has been setting y'all up with this fake beef with Baby for the new Carter album.
Man, you know what?
Jones, let me know how you feel.
I'm not a big Wayne fan, but I would love to hear the old Wayne.
That's
and
what you
I
get,
listened
bro.
to it. I listened to the song, and it sounded a lot like old Wayne.
I agree. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. I'm sure you can go listen to any of the songs we done recommended. Migos, Drake, Lil Wayne, and Joel Santana. Go check out all the stuff we done recommended. We also can check it out on our at WhatTheFudgePodcast on Instagram. We're going to go ahead and go into the next topic, which is the movie and TV. Well, this is the next segment. I'm sorry. Movie and TV review. Now, this week, I want to say it's not too much was really popping this week for me. Today, I just checked out this movie on Netflix starring King Batch, which is an Instagram comedian. He came up from Instagram. He did a couple TV shows. I'm really, really happy that he's doing good. It's a movie called Where's the Money? It's got Mike Epps in it, Terry Crews.
Oh, I know that's gonna be
funny
good.
Dude from Blackish. That's like the little temp dude. I can't know his name, man. I'm
I
not
know
good
that's
with
about
names,
to be
but you know
real
what I'm talking
good.
about. It's funny, bro. You get to see some good acting.
Anything with
in
Mike
there.
Epps. Mike Epps tears it up.
The movie really gets
He's so
hilarious
stupid.
once he's in there, and then when Terry Crews comes in, it just get those two in the movie because they did do the whole Friday thing where he was Damon and Day Day. So
Man, they got
coming
good
back
energy
again.
together.
They got good energy. They play
Period.
brothers on this movie. I ain't gonna give too much.
they
Go
brothers?
check it out on Netflix. It's called Where's the Money, starring King Batch. And we're going to go to the next segment, which is the shows to recommend. This week, I picked a show for you guys. Now, this is, like I said, I watch a little bit of everything. If you've never seen this show, I've really tried to prepare you for this. You can't watch this show around kids.
What show is this?
It's called...
It ain't got nothing to do with no sex dolls, does it?
I also love Hulu. This is
Hulu is
another network that I love, another one I'm subscribed to. It's called Man Seeking Woman on Hulu. It's all about dating. They have a whole woman having the sex doll thing.
No, I was joking.
It's an episode where
Bro, I
women
was
actually
completely
really
joking.
have a sex doll. This guy, he just can't get it right. He keeps trying to date, and it just takes you on a journey
Just
of
take
him
your
dating.
time.
Bro. It's hilarious.
Take your time.
It's
Best
an
advice.
acquired taste, but please
Take
check it
your time.
out. Siceman does recommend it. Jones, what's your show to recommend for this week on episode 4 of What the Fudge Podcast?
I recommend a show that I like to watch, and that is Game of Thrones.
Okay.
If you haven't catch yourself up with it.
Right.
It's a good show.
I'll watch it.
They have
I
it.
agree.
They have one coming. New season coming out in August 30th.
August this year, 2018.
30th, 2018.
I'm gonna be
I love
tuned
it.
in.
I'm a
I
nerd for
only
stuff
have
like that.
HBO
I'm
Go
a nerd
when
for
that
stuff like
comes
that.
out, and then I cancel it. Right
Shout out to
after that.
HBO.
But we gonna go ahead and go into bring back a TV show, which is our next topic. A TV show, and I was sitting there thinking, because I like coming up with different stuff for you guys every week, man. I really do.
Right,
I'm a TV fanatic. I'm a movie fanatic.
It's dope
And I think
material.
my selections are pretty tight if you guys are checking them out. This show, I think that everybody, and they had a cult fan club too.
What show is
Dexter, which was on,
Oh.
I think it's premiered on Showtime,
Dexter.
I think.
I never got as far as the Billboard.
Yo, it's on Netflix. You got plenty
Is
of
it
time
good,
to
bro?
go check it out, bro. It's great.
He's a killer.
You know I'm a little,
Crazy.
You know I'm a little crazy, so I do like the fact that you kind of rooting for this serial killer,
Boy.
bro. They
Whoa,
got you
you
rooting for a serial killer.
See,
bro.
and what just happened? 15-year-old boy shot up how many people?
I ain't even talking about that, bro. We talking about fictional stuff, not reality. But
Well, he's conditioned.
check out Dexter on Netflix.
Dexter's
It's
Laboratory,
acquired
Dexter,
taste.
the serial killer. It's so much conditioning.
I'm talking about Dexter. Y'all know what I mean. What's a bring back TV show you gonna recommend, Joe?
Oh man, a bring back TV show. Can I do a movie?
You can do a movie.
Can I bring a movie back?
Bring a movie back, bro, that they need to redo.
They need to make another E.T. I really want to know where his family comes from, bro.
E.T. but home.
Whoa.
E.T.'s butt home.
Yeah, take E.T.'s butt home because he was causing some problems.
And then his butt start glowing like...
Whoa. Pause all the way. Think I'm going to have to walk out.
It had to scare me, bro, because when I first seen E.T., I was like, this dude looks... What are them little candies called? This dude looks like a Tootsie Roll.
E.T. was black.
E.T. was not black. That was a bunch of Tootsie Rolls that they put together and made a creature out of. Put some little fake eyes on and had beep talking and stuff, bro.
He was a gigantic melted Tootsie Roll.
That's all that was, bro.
With 2 jawbreakers as eyes.
I agree. I think that E.T. is a great movie. I think they should definitely bring back a redo. Steven Spielberg, go ahead and cut the check on that, or don't charge people too much to remake that movie.
I think E.T. is related to Yoda.
Probably. But check it out. We tried to keep it short for you guys this week because, like we said, we looking at the feedback. We got the energy up. We got the commercials up. We hope you guys love the intro. It's been a great show. We're going to hopefully you guys check in with us next week to see what we got going on. Like I said, you can check us out at Instagram at WhatTheFudgePodcast. And Jones, what's your name on Instagram?
Charismatic_Jones.
We got it
also.
Okay.
Charismatic_humor.
We got a very good bedtime story for you guys this week. Every week I try to give you guys a great original bedtime story written by me, Sice Man. Like I said, it's stuff that I used to read to my girls. Some of it is edited. I give you guys the raw version because I think y'all can take it. Bedtime story is gonna be Tyrone and Gretel. Yes, Lil Tyrone and Gretel. I know you heard of Hansel and Gretel.
Well, who are they then?
Lil Tyrone
are they related to Hansel and Gretel?
They the cousins that didn't get invited to Thanksgiving.
Who's the writer of this? Who writes this stuff?
Of course, me, Sice Man.
You wrote
this. You
already
know I done wrote this one too.
What's the rating on it, bro?
It's rated pretty crazy, bro. Just like the other ones, man.
PC.
It's a little hood.
Rated
check
PC.
It out. We want to thank you guys for once again tuning into What the Fudge Podcast. This is episode number 4. We're going to keep on going. Hopefully we can finish this year out. Tell a friend to tell 8 friends to tell 3 friends to come listen to the podcast. Like I said, whether you on the toilet, you in the shower,
What the Fudge,
you at the gym, you walking your dog,
Sice Man,
you trying to holler at a female, you want something to do when they come to the house, or if you ain't got no heat,
Charismatic,
and you need to distract her
Jones.
and keep her preoccupied. Listen
you
to
can definitely
What the Fudge Podcast. Go to our Instagram.
Say you know us.
You can say you know us, and then we'll go ahead and tag you and act like we do just to get you to draw. We want y'all to go ahead and continue to give us good feedback.
Please.
We're going to continue to act crazy.
Please.
We're going to continue to be ourselves.
Leave it in our inbox.
This is Sice Man, your host of What the Fudge Podcast, signing off. Jones, you got anything to say to the people this week?
Man, just remember when things fall out of your life, your woman, your job, people die. Just know that it's making room for a better version of yourself to be at a higher level where God wants you to be.
It's a lesson and a testimony for you to give, or a story that you can go give for somebody else if you didn't already been through it.
Yes.
Jones, I'll see you next week for episode number 5.
And
you guys
keep the mashed potatoes away from me,
My
man.
bad, homie. Y'all go ahead and get y'all blankets. Go ahead, gather around, get comfy, and let's get ready for this bedtime story.
Peace.
Lil Tyrone and Gretel. Once upon a time, a bootleg DVD salesman and his wife, an at-home hairstylist, had 2 children named Lil Tyrone and Gretel. The mother had an accident in the kitchen with a hot comb and some boiling grease that caused a huge fire. She passed away when they were really young. Lil Tyrone and Gretel were extremely sad. Soon their bootlegging daddy remarried, but their stepmother, a lady of the night, was a super hater and very cruel. One day, she took them kids deep into the hood and just left them. Didn't seem odd because all women drop their kids off at Granny's for the weekend in the hood. Clever little Tyrone had some Sour Patch Kids candy in his pocket and was dropping them out the window on the way so that they could find their way back home. Alas, the dope fiends ate all the candy and they couldn't find the path that led them out the hood. Little Tyrone and Gretel, noticing the street signs like MLK Avenue, Malcolm X Boulevard, were going deeper and deeper into the hood. Eventually, they became hungry and tired. Finally, after walking for a long time, they saw a house at the end of the block made of chocolate, weed, candy, shrooms, and cake. "Look, little Tyrone, a chocolate brick and a staircase made of weed," shouted Gretel in delight, and both ate it hungrily and smoked the whole staircase for dessert. When they didn't know is that a crazy crackhead lived in the house. When he saw little Tyrone and Gretel, he wanted to eat them. Or did he want to kick them? You know what? He didn't know for sure due to the high amount of drugs in his system. He grabbed the children and locked them in a bedroom. The crackhead decided to make a kids singing group. Since he saw all the money Justin Bieber and the Jackson 5 did when they were kids, he needed his MJ, so he started working on little Tyrone first. He began making him rehearse and do dance moves for hours. Just then, Gretel snuck out of the bedroom and she gave the crackhead 2 shots from her hidden .22 from behind, and the crackhead fell. But y'all know how crackheads are. He bounced right back up. So she emptied the whole clip, and he howled in pain as he died. Little Tyrone and Gretel found a safe hidden in the floor of the house. They carried it home with them. Their stepmother, a lady of the night, Pimp, had eventually found her and called her back to duty, and their father welcomed them back with tears of joy. The safe was filled with money, and they never went hungry again and lived happily ever after. The end.